Hello and welcome to another Sprues and Brews unboxing. Today we're looking at the new MKII Assault Squad for Warhammer The Horus Heresy. So first of all, I want to say massive thanks to Games Workshop for sending us a free early review copy to check out on the site. In this video we're going to be having a look at the kit, seeing how it goes together, and then in the second half of the video we'll have these built and painted to see how they look in the flesh and how they stack up to some of the other kits in the Horus Heresy range. But yeah, this is one that a lot of people have been looking forward to. The new MKII Assault Marine kit, obviously that old school armour and turbines on the back of it, and a whole host of weapons in there too. It looks like you get chain axes for everyone, 10 bolt pistols, 10 combat shields, 2 power mauls, 2 disintegrator pistols, 2 Volkites, 2 heavy chain axes, and 2 melter bombs. So nice assortment of weapons there. Certainly for like World Eater players who want lots of chain axes on the go. I'm probably going to be painting these up to go in my white scars because with the changes to bikes, they're no longer scoring. These guys have got Vanguard, I believe, so at least I can score taking things off objectives. So I'm thinking a couple of units of these and a couple of squads of MKII Marines will kind of cover my kind of scoring elements of my white scars force. And I think these will go with quite the fast-paced theme of my army. It's kind of fully jet bike at the minute, so adding some kind of fast infantry as well, I think it'd fit. And I think these look really cool, painted up as white scars as well. So yeah, without further ado, should we crack open the box and have a look what is inside? So yeah, a whole host of sprues in there. I'll grab the instructions and the transfer sheet. Transfer sheet, I believe, is just the one that we've seen in all the other kind of 3rd edition stuff. So you've got Sons of Horus, Imperial Fists, Iron Warriors and Salamanders represented on there. So nice to see the Sons of Horus and Imperial Fists are still kind of on there for those who started collecting them in 2nd edition, which is a nice touch. 32mm bases, and then we've got, I suspect these are two duplicated sprues. Yeah. So we've got kind of a sprue with all the kind of the main bodies and weapons on, and a sprue with all the jetpacks and shoulder pads and stuff on. So if we have a look at this one first, some really nice weapons on here. I love all of the chain axes, and the heavy chain axe looks amazing. Yeah, I like MKII armor. It's nice and chunky and old school, and I think it fits really well for things like white scars. Obviously these are quite cool for World Eaters, and I was toying with doing a bit of a World Eaters force, but I've got some white scars that need adding to, so you never know. By the time the second half of the video comes out, the nails may have bit and I'll have painted these as World Eaters, but we'll see. At the time of filming this, thinking white scars. So yeah, you get 2 of those sprues, and then you get 2 of the sprues with the kind of the jetpacks, the turbines, all the kind of combat shields and stuff, and all the shoulder pads. So yeah, really nice kind of laid out kit. I really like these. So yeah, really cool. Obviously you get 10 in the box across those 4 sprues. We'll have a quick look at the instructions before we jump on. Just see how they go together, what options we've got. Obviously there's going to be a little bit in the way of options because you've got different kind of weapon options in there. So if we have a look, you build up all of the jump packs first, and then we've got the sergeant with his options. Power maul looks really nice, and then the rest of them, really it's just a choice between your shield and your pistol. A couple of them have got the option for the heavy chain axes as well. I suspect they're going to be on specific bodies. So yeah, pose 4 we can see here's got the option of the heavy chain axe. I really like them. I think they look cool. And then pose 5 as well has also got the option for the heavy chain axe too. So yeah, they're really fun. I'm looking forward to building and painting these guys up. So yeah, what we're going to do now is jump to the future. We'll have a look at the finished kits. So I've been working on the new Assault Marines and I had an absolute whale of a time working on these. They are really, really nice kits. So after much deliberation, since I was painting up the fell blade as well, which I wasn't expecting to be painting this week, I decided to kill two birds with one stone and do them both as Sons of Horus. I've got quite a big Sons of Horus army, and some kind of Vanguard units added was something that quite appealed. I do plan on adding a load to my my White Scars and my World Eaters, but I thought I've not got really much in the way of this in me Sons of Horus, so decided to do them. And yeah, they are really, really nice kits. They go together much like any of the other Marine kits that we've seen recently. So kind of 5 stock bodies, and then you've got those kind of universal fittings on the arms for them to plug in. They were a little bit fiddly getting the position of the shields right when you've got to account for the kind of turbines on the back and the melee weapons. Obviously you can build these with pistols as well, but I opted for the combat shield and chain axe, and you've got the kind of double-handed ones on 2 out of 5. Yeah, they were really fun to work on. I suspect that we're going to see some more melee upgrade frames as well, because like I say, they've got those universal kind of fittings on the arms that they've used for all of the Marine stuff. So it makes it really easy for them to in the future release a new sprue. You know, say if they do just spoilers or something and they've got some different weapons in there and have the weapons kind of cross compatible over both kits, that really wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, these were really nice. You don't get much in the way of weapon options. They've all got chain axes, and then you've got the option of pistols, the combat shields, and you get an assortment of different heads on them as well. So there's no, you know, chainsaws and charnable sabres and all that kind of stuff isn't in the kit, just kind of the base stuff. Obviously you could build these as veterans as well. They've got the same weapon options, so yeah, they're arguably better with their higher weapon skill as well. So that's probably what I'll be using these guys as. But yeah, really, really impressed with the kit. We've gone through a lot of the different marks of Space Marine armour now, so there's not too much left on the horizon to come out. I think obviously the kind of what they call with the boarding shields and the despoilers and kind of all those other few kits that still were kind of resin combi or fully resin, I don't think they'll be too far off. Breaches is what I was thinking of. So yeah, I don't think they'll be too far off following these. I did suspect they'd drop at the same time as these, so a little surprised that they're not, but hopefully they're not too far ahead in the future, because I know a lot of people will be excited to get their hands on those. But yeah, we've got a video up of the fell blade up today as well, so that is here on YouTube. We've also got a full written review of the Saturnine Journal 2, that's all over on spruesandbrews.com, and we have also got an article for these guys as well with some more images and pictures and everything. But I hope that you've enjoyed that. If you have, why not give the video a like, give us a follow and tell us what legions you're working on. Are you adding any Assault Marines, and what are your plans for 3rd edition Horus Heresy? But until next time, have a great weekend and we'll see you soon.